Hello, my name is Matea, and today I want to talk to you about applying Ayurveda in your everyday life. Maybe you are familiar with Ayurveda already, maybe you've read about it, practiced it, experienced an Ayurvedic treatment, or taken a workshop. Maybe it's a novelty to you, but you would like to try to introduce it into your life. There's a few different ways that you can easily, intuitively apply Ayurveda today. First tip is, even before learning about Ayurveda, thinking about how to live your life in line with natural cycles. And one of the best ways to start is following the cycle of the sun. So Ayurveda recommends this, but you will also find this recommendation in a variety of other holistic practices. And that is waking up with the sun, going to sleep when it's dark or with the sun, and eating in line with the sun as well, meaning first and foremost eating your biggest meal when the sun is strongest, or in the middle of the day, or in zenith. Eating the least amount at night, and then your secondary stronger meal can be first thing in the morning, or when it is the right time for you to eat after waking up. So following the cycle of the sun. The second tip is following the nature cycles when it comes to fresh produce. So there is a reason why farmers markets are popular, and that is not only because they are a great place to meet people or try delicious local treats, but it is because eating in line with season and what is local is incredibly healthy for us. Ayurveda specifically teaches that. Even before knowing what your dosha may be, even before knowing what would be the right dietary practice for you, simply eating locally and in season can have tremendous benefits, because nature around us already knows what is best for us. So following whatever fruits and vegetables are in season right now can actually give us the proper vitamins, the minerals to help us nourish our body. It is also the freshest food filled with nutrients that you can get right now. So as opposed to eating something that maybe was grown on the other side of the world with completely different conditions, mineral conditions of the soil, the temperature and so on, and then packaged, maybe treated in some way, maybe frozen, and then transported to another side of the world, eating something that is basically like farm to table or freshly picked from a tree and then brought to you very short period of time later will be the most nutritious. According to Ayurveda, we don't only talk about vitamins and minerals, but we actually speak about prana or life force. So that kind of food is going to have the most life force or the most prana for you. Next tip is, just as you might have heard, you are what you eat, Ayurveda says, as a matter of fact, you are what you digest. So pay attention to your digestion. Before even thinking about whether you want to count calories or count macros or determine your dosha and eat according to dosha, check in with yourself, listen to your body, and notice how is your digestion. Are you actually digesting foods properly? And listening to your body, if you're having trouble digesting something, maybe eliminating it from your diet, whether you will determine that maybe you have some sensitivity or allergy to that food, or it's simply not the right food for you right now. And then the next step, Ayurveda would also say maybe checking in, you're not maybe eating the foods at the right time of the day, and this is why it makes it harder to digest. Remember the rule about the sun, so whatever is harder to digest, eating it when the sun is strongest, so the fire of digestion is strongest. How can you determine whether you're digesting something well? If you have certain symptoms of indigestion, be it bloating, be it acidity or acid reflux or heartburn, be it not being able to eliminate foods properly or having other issues with elimination, constipation and so on, that can determine that you are in fact not digesting foods properly. Finally, my final tip for you today is checking in with your sleep. So Ayurveda says sleep is incredibly important. Now, you don't necessarily have to focus on how many hours you are getting. Ayurveda will actually say not all the doshas, all the different body-mind compositions have the same needs, but rather check with the quality of your sleep. Are you in fact feeling like you can fall asleep well? Can you fall asleep naturally? Are you having trouble falling asleep? Are you having trouble staying asleep? Are you waking up through the night? Do you have unpleasant dreams? Does your body hurt when you wake up in the morning? Are you experiencing indigestion throughout the night? And then finally, maybe most important is, how do you feel upon waking up? Do you actually feel rested? According to Ayurveda, there are many few reasons why we might not feel completely rested when we're waking up in the morning. Only one of those reasons might in fact be that you're not getting enough sleep, as in terms of volume or hours. Another reason may be that you're not going to sleep at the right time and you're not waking up at the right time. So for example, just like we're following the practice of the sun, we want to follow the practices of the moon as well. We want to sleep at night. The moment that is getting dark outside, wherever you are in the world, depending on season, that might change as well. You want to lower down the intensity of your activities. You want to have a little bit of a nighttime ritual, really unwind, maybe removing stressors, maybe removing responsibilities as much as you can, really calming the body and the mind down before you go to bed at night. Falling asleep between 10 p.m. and midnight is ideal according to Ayurveda. So it says that the quality of your sleep will be very different whether you went to sleep at 9:30 p.m. or at 3 in the morning. Sleeping during daytime versus nighttime, let's say you have a different cycle, depending on your lifestyle, and you go to sleep during daytime and you're awake during nighttime, that will also affect the quality of your sleep and how rested you feel. And then finally, waking up in the morning, just like we want to rise with the sun, waking up around sunrise time or by 6 a.m. is ideal according to Ayurveda. So checking in whether you are meeting all those conditions. Also checking in with your digestion. If you're eating too late at night and you're eating something that is harder to digest, and also might keep you up at night or not allow your body to rest fully, because it's in fact working on breaking down the foods that you're eating, digesting and processing instead of completely resting. There are other factors we include, like screen time, drinking alcohol before bedtime, drinking caffeine before bedtime, that may also affect your sleep. So instead of just getting the hours of the sleep, check the quality of your sleep. How are your energy levels? Are you actually feeling rested? I hope that helps. Try it out. Let me know in the comments whether you are already applying Ayurveda in any capacity in your life. First and foremost, always listen to your body and have fun with it. Try it out. Have a beautiful day.